not me, I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here after your parties. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to do. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Victory, ball on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Shorty. Hey, empty. Go.
Wentz now on first down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Wentz on third down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Flushed out right. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Quiet. On the ball.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Todd Davis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, Wentz rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Play fake. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Detroit!
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
First down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield now on second down, being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Wentz to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Wentz looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Cooper was the target there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Daniels. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards.
Here we go.
Mayfield off the play fake. On the move to his left. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Detroit! All right, now look at 56.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mayfield now from the 50. Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On play action, it's Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Wentz. Forced out to his ball. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Wentz now on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
To the right side and complete to Washington. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
They set up the screen to Ajayi. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun! Leopard!
They'll throw now on the final play, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this
you're
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
On the ball.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it. Anderson. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to go for the screen soon.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Leopard! Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 2nd down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. He told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got room. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Steps away to his left. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Reggie Ragland in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a
mile. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. On play action, Wentz. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
You got him. You got him. On the ball.
On first down, Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank. But this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction. But he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Mayfield on first down, eluding the pressure right. Complete to the tight end, James. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Fights him off. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mayfield now being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Texans on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Wentz, and now another one thrown incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing his Wentz. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Throwing on first is Wentz. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
81. Liz 5-3. Done. Lady. Good chip. Great.
Wentz to throw. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Out come the Titans now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. But things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's go. Hey, Bud.
Check, Lucky.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Leopard!
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Titans on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. One last shot from Mayfield here. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.